Alright guys, we're starting off with a clean and moisturized face, and I'm going to go in with a foundation primer. This is the Nivea Men's Aftershave, a really inexpensive makeup pack, and this is going to make sure that my foundation stays in place all day and the application is smooth, and our foundation will just look good overall. Plus our foundation won't start to lift and look all gross, and we don't want that. So to even prep my skin a little bit more, I'm going in with the MAC Fix Plus. This is just going to prep my skin and help my foundation stay on even more. So we're having some heavy duty priming going on. So we need that for sure. So then I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion to prime my eyelids, making sure that the eyeshadow that I'm about to apply will stay on all day and that it won't crease and make that line. That's not very pretty at all. So we want to prevent that as much as possible. Alright, so after that, I'm going to go in with the MAC Soft Ochre. This is a long wear paint pot in the color Soft Ochre. So I'm using this as an eyeshadow base to create a solid base on my eyelids and to cover all the imperfections. So I have veiny eyelids, so this is technically just going to cover it and really create a smooth canvas for my eyeshadow. So we want to cover everything. So that's what I'm doing with this prolonged wear paint pot. Next, I'm going in with a matte white eyeshadow and a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm applying this all over my lids. This is going to create a powdery base, so the blending process for our eyeshadow will just be so much easier instead of blending on a creamy base, which will actually make blending the eyeshadow harder. So this white eyeshadow is just going to create a powdery base and make it easier. Now I'm going in with my brows. I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Taupe. Guys, this stuff is amazing. I'm just combing my brows here with the spoolie. I had the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and guys, I love this as much. It is amazing and I absolutely love it, and it's so inexpensive as well. So I'm starting to outline my eyebrows, establishing a good shape, trying to get a good arch going, and just filling in my brows, getting the desired shape and drama that I want in my brows. So that's what I'm doing here. It's a great pencil. It's very pigmented and I use it every day. I'm definitely going to be repurchasing this. It's amazing and so inexpensive. So then I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel to set my brows so they won't be all crazy and go in every which direction. So this is going to ensure that that does not happen. So guys, we're using the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette for the eyes today. I'm so excited because it's one of my favorite palettes ever. So I'm going to go in with the color Transition for, guess what, my transition shade. I'm going in with the It Cosmetics number 105 Fluffy Crease Brush, working this in my crease, starting to warm up my eyes for the eyeshadow and the look that we're going to do. So this is just going to make sure that everything just looks more blended and just better. Trust me, you got to do transition shades. It makes the whole world better. So I'm just blending this in my crease using windshield wiper motions. Going in with the Violet Voss palette again, I'm taking the shades Transition and Bestie, and I'm going to mix those on that It Cosmetics number 105 crease brush, and I'm going to warm up the crease even more. I know it's a lot of blending, but it's going to be so worth it in the end. It's just going to look so beautiful, so bear with me and we're going to blend through it together, okay? Alright, so I'm just using windshield wiper motions, working this in my crease, making sure it looks really blended. So I'm going in with the palette again and grabbing Thanks a Latte with that same fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to apply this on the brow bone for a highlight and to make sure that shadow stays off that area. So I'm just reapplying Thanks a Latte on the brow bone. Taking that palette again, and I'm going to grab Are You Kidding Me? So such a cute name. These names are just adorable. And I'm grabbing that It Cosmetics Fluffy Crease Brush, working this color in my crease as well, warming it up even more. But guys, this is kind of like ombre. It has to flow, okay? Seriously. So I'm blending that in, windshield wiper motions, and you know the drill. Next, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in the color Amber Rush. This is such a beautiful and pigmented champagne color. Look at it. It's just beautiful, and I've been starting to use it a lot recently, so I've been missing out on life, technically. So I applied this with my finger because I felt like I got the best pigment out of using my finger. Then I did get a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, sprayed it on my finger, blew on my finger just to dry it out a little bit, but where it was still damp. And I packed the color on with my finger, and the pigment was just outrageous. So I just felt like it transferred to the lid the best with my fingers. So hey, pretty simple, just using my finger to apply this shadow. I'm grabbing the Wine and Dine color from the Violet Voss Holy Grail, and it's a beautiful red wine color basically, as you can see. So I'm grabbing this with that It Cosmetics Fluffy Crease Brush, and I'm blending this throughout the crease. As you can see, the champagne color and this red wine color just pair perfectly together. It's so beautiful. So I'm blending this out, just a little bit of product, windshield wiper motion. So doing that, blending it out thoroughly. Grabbing the Violet Voss again, I'm getting a mix of Wine and Dine and the Japanese cut crease brush, and I'm going to pat this and apply this on my outer lid up into the crease to kind of give a more intense color, but not blending it all the way in the crease where it's that intense all throughout, but blending it out heavier into the outer but a little bit light into the inner, but making sure that it's all equal basically. So I am grabbing the same palette, and I'm going to get the color Wine and Dine and Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear is a rich reddish brown, so I'm mixing those two colors, and I'm going to apply this in my crease. As you can see, we're really starting to get the smoky effect and the defining colors put in there. So windshield wiper motions, I'm carefully applying this in my crease. Alright guys, so now I'm going to go in with the color Teddy Bear and the Japanese cut crease brush, and I'm going to apply this in the outer lid, outer crease, and slightly blending it into the inner crease. This is going to kind of give an intensity to the look, kind of smoke it out, but absolutely love this color because it has a reddish undertone, which goes perfectly with the champagne lid. Love it. Love this combo to death. So I'm going to grab Wine and Dine and the It Cosmetics Fluffy Crease Brush, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of product, but I'm going to blend all these colors together, making sure that it's all blended throughout. There's no harsh lines because no one wants that. So I'm going back in with Amber Rush because we lost a little bit of that color while we were blending our crease colors, so we're just going to reapply that with our finger as well. Then I'm going in with the Absolute New York Duo Stroke eyeliner. This has two sizes on each eyeliner, or on each side, so you have a small and a large size. I absolutely love it. So I start off with my inner lid, working my way out. So pretty simple. I just did a thin line just to add a little bit of drama, but nothing too much, just a little bit of definition to the eyes. Now I'm going in with the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I'm in the color Linen. I believe, yes, one Linen. But at first I'm going to remove all that fallout we have with the makeup remover wipe. But I'm getting a damp beauty blender, and I applied this all over my face. And I'm just blending this out so we can get an even skin tone, even coverage, and this is medium to full. I like this. It's a little bit of a yellowish undertone, so sometimes it depends on my mood when I use this, but today I felt like going with this foundation, so using a damp beauty blender, I'm blending it all the way throughout. I'm going in with the Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer by CoverGirl in the color Fair. I absolutely adore this concealer. It's amazing, plus it's very inexpensive. Applying a generous amount and under my under eyes, and I'm blending it out with a damp beauty blender, making sure it's all blended, and this gives me the perfect under eye highlight. Then I went in with the MAC Fix Plus to set all of the concealer and foundation, making sure it stays in place all day. Then I went in with the Maybelline Dream Lumi Concealer in the color Radiant to add a little bit of a dewy, glowy look under my eyes. Love this stuff. It's a little bit of a pinkish tone, but doesn't make me look sick or tired, so I really enjoy this. I'm blending it out with a damp beauty blender as well. For contouring, I'm going in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the color Light Bronzer infused with Maru Butter. I'm getting a Sephora Pro Contour number 74 brush, chiseling out my cheekbones, making sure they're defined and everything else like that, making sure it's blended because harsh lines on a contour, not so good. So then I am kind of bronzing my face and contouring around the edges to make sure I have a little bit of a tan kind of glow going on. Then I'm going in with the Wet n Wild highlighting powder and the color Precious Petals. So I'm trying this out for the first time. I use different brushes to kind of figure out what works best for it, so I still haven't decided, but it'll take a little bit of playing around with. I went in with the Milani Baked Blush in the color Luminoso, a very pretty peachy pink blush. So I used a Real Techniques tapered blush brush and applied this to my cheeks, making sure it was blended, and I didn't apply too much because, guys, I always have that problem. I just can't control myself. I'm sorry. So then I went in with a damp beauty blender, making sure my blush, bronzer, and highlighter were all blended well. Then I went in with I curled my lashes. Then I went in with a mascara, that Cosmetic Superhero mascara. So that was it for this look. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I had so much fun filming this, showing you how to achieve this look. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm at justleanne_, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to y'all in my next video. Bye!